So today we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12, episode 3. The float goes on. Y'all know your girl Nene Leaks is back. Everybody's talking about, what had happened with Kenya, what happened with Kandi, what had happened with Eva. And I'm just gonna start from the beginning. If you've been on straight from the A, you may have read the full recap. I be writing a whole little recap. So it's already written up. I just haven't came on to discuss it with you guys. But I'm gonna put my own little spin to it. But first, I before y'all say anything, I cannot read the chat and talk about this, but I'm gonna try to make it through. First, Cynthia and Eva. Let's talk about Cynthia and Eva. They are now look. When did they become BFFs? I'm still confused about this Cynthia and Eva friendship. Did they not have anybody else to hang with? Now that Kenya done kicked Cynthia to the curb, what is going on? So now Cynthia is going house hunting with Eva, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, how long has Eva been homeless? Eva has been homeless for what seems like 3 seasons now. How long she been on the show? Like, she been hopping from house to house to house. Last season, when her bridesmaid put her on blast and Marlo spilled that tea about her living somewhere in East Lake, child. They go and they start, looking at houses. She's saying she blames Nene for it. Eva seems to feel that, because Nene put her address out there. And I'm like, what happened? I thought it was Marlo. And I thought it was the bridesmaid. Now it's Eva. Now it's Nene. So, she blames Nene because she said she had to pick up and move 2 days before Nene, got the address, or after she got the address, and she picked up and moved, and she's in financial ruins according to Marlo. And I'm like, that just seems like according to everybody. That just seems like according to Bravo, according to your tagline, you living above your means. Not, what is the tagline again? Something about living above her means, chap. But clearly, that's the inside joke about Eva, is her housing situation. So Eva goes and looks at this house. She finds out it's what, $770 some $1,000, and Cynthia like, can you afford that? Can you afford that house, Eva? Apparently she cannot, because it seems like the $770 some $1,000 house is a little too small for her, because the square footage is not enough for her and her growing family. She plays it off real good. Like, how much is the square foot? Oh, no, I think we need something a little bit bigger. But I digress. So, whatever the case, it just seems to me that Eva and Cynthia have bonded over the fact that they both trying to stick it to Nene. And y'all know, the queen. I'm gonna talk about the queen. Y'all the people who think that I'm on the queen's payroll, whatever. But it just feels that way, because every single time Cynthia is on the damn screen, all she is talking about is Nene. Wait till Nene see me in my dress. Nene this, Nene that. And now she got Eva co-signing her, disdain for for Nene. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna skip over Kenya. I'm gonna say Kenya for last, because I got a whole lot for Kenya. But Nene returns to the scene, and she says she has changed, just like her tagline says. She's on a spiritual journey. She has, returned. Gregg has beat cancer. Now they are ambassadors for the American Cancer Society. I think I reported that on straight from the A.com a while ago. And, we get to see them filming, their little PSA for the American Cancer Society. Gregg looks really good, really healthy. They confess that it's hard on the family to deal with a person who is terminally ill. Nene says she may not have handled it the right way, but now she has a spiritual advisor that has, kind of gotten her to a place where she is like love and light and woo-sawing all over the place. Gregg admits it was hard on them both, but it seems like they both willing to work it out. So that is good. Nene also reveals that she reached out to Cynthia in a text message. It was a shady text message, but it was a text message nonetheless. And Cynthia says that, when she got it, she just blocked her. And Nene was like, I know what a block looked like. She didn't respond to me, and I was blocked. Blockity block, block, block. And speaking of Cynthia, she blocked me too, child. I guess she don't like me talking about Noelle being a lesbian, but I digress. But Cynthia, felt, it was too negative. She didn't need to respond to that. Why I need to respond to this negativity? Let me block her right now. So, even though Nene extended somewhat of an olive branch, it may have been a shady olive branch, but it was an olive branch nonetheless. Cynthia said, bump her, the friendship is over, the door is closed, and, there's that. And meanwhile, that she's kind of concerned about seeing Cynthia on the Bravo float. Excuse me. He said Nene is a bully. She a bully, King Cullerton? Where they do that at? Now, let's move on to Kandi and Todd. Kandi's still in her feelings about this other lady carrying her baby. She don't know how to feel about it. But she got to, make some arrangements now because the baby almost here. Seems like the lady been pregnant a long time. But I guess she's only like 19 weeks or so at the time of this taping. Kandi and Todd they got to discuss their housing arrangement because I guess too many people live with them. How many people live with them? But she said she's going to need Kayla's bedroom for the baby. And speaking of Kayla, Todd's daughter, it was been rumored that Todd was spotted at, the strip club out at Magic City Mondays or somewhere with Kayla, his daughter, by his side. A lot of people feel like that's creepy. But if you think about it, Kandi and Todd have never been conventional when it comes to their familial relationships. She started a whole dungeon tour based on the rumors that, her and Todd was having threesomes in the dungeon and stuff. So, apparently, she's very open and honest with the kids about, the things, sex and all of that. She got a whole sex toy line. So who is really surprised? Who is really surprised that Todd would have his adult daughter? She is over 21, isn't she? He would have his adult daughter with him in the strip club. I'm just saying, Todd be out at the club all the time. Her daddy famous. Maybe she can get in the club for free. But whatever it is, it's his daughter. It's his decision. Whatever. I can't, it's just a whole bunch of naked people walking around. Ain't like they doing that. But I digress. Everybody go to the strip club in Atlanta. I'm not going to say nothing wrong with it because I ain't got kids. I don't know what I would do with my kids. But I can't, it is what it is. So, but as far as Todd and Kandi are concerned, Kandi's like, it's time for Kayla to go. Like, I guess her free ride is up. She got Todd in the house. She got Riley. She got baby Ace. Now she expecting a new daughter. Who else stays with them? They got like a guest house and stuff too. They got a huge house. Maybe they got some nannies and stuff in the house. I don't know who they got in the house. But apparently they don't have no room for Kayla. So Kayla got to give up her bedroom for the baby. And it's funny because Todd was like, all right, she said she moving anyway. She about to turn in her car and move to New York and start a fashion store or whatever. But, I guess she gone anyway. So there's that. What's up, Juno? Welcome back. I missed you. Hey, Marley. I see y'all now. A few of y'all, but I'm still talking. Now, I'm rewinding. Let's go back to Kenya Moore. I would almost feel bad for Kenya if she wasn't such a evil person. But because she's an evil person, we're going to talk about her the same way we talk about everybody else, right? Let's just start at the beginning. Kenya is a very overprotective mother. We've seen it. We saw it when she had baby Brooklyn's party. She wouldn't let nobody hold Brooklyn. At that point, she was claiming that it was Marc who didn't want me in holding her baby. But now her own cousin can't hold the baby. Shay Moore comes over to spend some time with her cousin. We haven't seen Shay and what's the other name? We haven't seen either one of them in a long time. So shout out to Kenya for finally bringing her family in the picture. But, Shay tries to pick up baby Brooklyn and Kenya's like, no, you can't do that. So, after she gives her a tutorial about how to get the baby out of the high seat, Kenya still keeps the baby. She never gives the baby to Shay Moore. As far as we can tell, at least, the way Bravo cut it up is like Kenya still had the baby. Shay never even touched the dang baby. But I digress. Kenya kind of confides in Shay that she and Marc are having problems in the intimacy department. She is saying that, it just seems like his only focus is the baby. And she asked the question, she was like, am I a little jealous because he put so much focus on Brooklyn? And I'm like, you seem a bit overwhelmed and jealous. I don't understand that, but it's no competition between a child and the mama. I mean, why wouldn't the dad? You want the dad to have some input or be doting over your daughter. But anyway, she seems a little bit jealous about the situation. But Shay said, perhaps y'all need some time away. I will babysit for you and Marc. Y'all need to have like a little date night or something. And I'm thinking to myself, well, hell, she won't even let you hold a baby. You think she gonna leave the baby with you? But, Kenya was like, that's a good idea. Maybe, I'm gonna talk to him about it. Later on in the episode, we get to see Marc finally at Moore Manor. And it seems like it's his first time there. Marc ain't never been Marc is never right to put on his pajamas walking around. He don't know what nothing is, honey. He done came up from the basement, from the guest room. And Kenya scrounging around in the kitchen looking for something to cook. She has nothing in the damn refrigerator. Even Marc was like, what you doing? Like you've never done this before. And it was just a little awkward. And I don't know if they planned this to be awkward or what, but Marc is feeding the baby. Kenya seems to be trying to feed him. Meanwhile, trying to have small talk. And Marc is just like hearing wah, 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 wah. Like he is paying Kenya dust. Like what is Kenya talking about? Then, she kind of seems like she gives up on cooking. And she was like, well, I guess, all we need is love, right, honey? And Marc is still talking to Brooklyn. He ain't paying Kenya no mind. He's just like, hey, baby, blah, blah, blah. And it was a bit cringe-worthy, okay? Kenya also suggests that they take a, romantic getaway. How about we get away without the baby? And Marc was like, never. Never. And I was like, oh, darts to the heart. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe Kenya's sperm donor and his contractual agreement has been fulfilled, and he just like, look, I gave you the baby. That's all I'm here for. I don't know. Maybe they just need to renegotiate. But, I would feel bad for her, like I said earlier, but I don't. It is what it is. She signed up for this. She got her little $500,000 to put her life on blast, and we sitting here watching it. But there's that. Okay. Now, as they prepare to get ready to go to the Bravo float, they're in New York. You got Cynthia with her new BFF, Eva. And Eva shows Cynthia an interview where Nene is calling Cynthia the weakest person on the show. Cynthia is weak. Cynthia can't do nothing without flip-flopping. Cynthia is not a good friend. Cynthia just is a backstabber. You got to know Cynthia to know she is no good. So she shows her that. Eva is so extra. Eva is like, I cannot believe she said that. And shows Cynthia. And then, of course, Cynthia's not surprised. How could Cynthia be surprised? Because, Cynthia was on a world tour. We saw Cynthia on dang near, what was it, 7, 8 interviews talking about Nene. She was on every single show talking about the door is closed, the friendship is dead, I'm not her friend no more, how to tore up the friendship contract. Every single show. Nene was on one show, Cynthia was on 9. Shout out to Bravo for pulling the receipts, because when Nene says that to Marlo, they pull out all the receipts of Cynthia. So it's like, okay, well, I guess, we see. But apparently, Nene's words kind of cut like a tongue. She kind of slick with the words. She can hurt the stuff that she says. So her one interview trumped Cynthia's 7, just like that. But okay, so Marlo is in the episode wearing her captain's hat, child. Marlo has told Nene she needs to calm down, love and light, treat everybody kindly, be cordial, just calm down and everything will be okay. And Nene kind of agrees with her, and I feel like, that's the best way to handle the situation. And in fact, early in the episode, since she did state that she reached out to Cynthia, albeit with a shady, nasty text, maybe she was open at that point in having some type of communication. But clearly now, it's a wrap. That's all I got. See how quickly I did that? Hopefully, next week we will see exactly what happens between Nene and Cynthia when they finally, get head find bump heads on the Bravo float, and we'll see what happens. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying in this chat. Where is the chat? Dang it, maybe I need to put it up. Can I put it up? Nope, it's not there. I'm ready to hear from you guys to see what you guys have to say about this episode. I'm just, over the whole Kenya shade. I mean, how much can I shade her? I can't shade her no more. It's just so much shade. Only so much shade I can give. Hold on. I'm opening the chat. And I will